What's happening, family? Welcome back to another episode of Let Us Tell It. I'm one of your hosts, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank, and the other host is...
Gooseby. How y'all doing?
Absolutely. Y'all, we back. We took last week off, as a lot of y'all saw. Had family things going on. Mm-hmm. Sure y'all know what it is. We're going to keep going, though. We're going to keep pushing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and explain these glasses. I was telling Goose.
He just trying to look cool.
Don't you move that seat, Goose.
Man.
Nah, y'all know. Some of y'all already know. I had these moles coming up on my face rapidly, and one got real big to where I could see it like out of the corner of my eye, and that's the one that annoyed me the most because I could actually see it. It was annoying, and if it always been there, it'd be easy to ignore. So Angel kept telling me, "Oh, you can just go in and get the dermatologist can just take those off." I'm like,
never knew that.
Yeah, they literally, some people, they say you freeze them off. Well, he burned these off. But I had like two on this side, maybe three or four, two on over here, one over here I wanted to get rid of. He looks at my face. He said, "Oh yeah, I see about 30. That's not a lot." I said, 30? Now, I'm talking about these big moles. I don't know what else you seeing. He said he's seen as many as 500.
Hold on. Moles are like ingrown hairs, like
moles
hairs coming.
What a dermatologist would consider a mole might not what me and you would consider a mole.
Okay.
He would look at your face like, "Oh yeah, you got some moles here, and things you don't see. Things I didn't see, I didn't care."
Dang.
I didn't think he was going to touch the ones outside of the ones that I pointed at.
Okay.
So, though I let him know, like, I can't have no healing period. I came to you because, you the best. You do what you do. And I ain't trying to be walking around with patches and blisters on my face looking like I got monkeypox out here. Something. He said, "Nah, it won't be none of that." I'm like, cool. I walked up out of there. It looked like somebody threw a handful of pepper at my face. That was on Saturday. I looked like that until, what's today? Tuesday, probably. Because me and Angel did, Wednesday. Me and Angel did our podcast, and I had the worst. I looked worse then. I looked a whole lot worse. I'll never do nothing like this again. He said they won't come back. But he said new ones might come back, but these won't come back.
Well, my question is, how did he burn them? What was he using?
It was this thing. It looked like almost like a soldering gun.
Oh, really?
Like it was like a handle, and it had a real skinny, almost like a needle.
Yeah.
And he put that, and it wasn't. I think it was like high voltage running through it or something. But it burned like smoking. I could smell my skin burning, and it was like. Zzz, 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 zzz.
Hold on.
It almost feel like a face tattoo. That's what it felt like.
He didn't do all 500.
No, I didn't have 500.
Okay.
He said I had 30.
Oh, wait. Okay, 30.
It looked like he did 30. I don't know. Because it happened so quick. But I know I had one like up close to my eye, one down on my cheek that I could see. And then I had like one or two dark ones. And like I said, normally I wouldn't carry. I never carried until I could start seeing them, out of my, without looking in the mirror. I could look down and see them. Or I could feel them, and I was telling you sometimes I feel them on my face, and because they ain't been there, I would scratch my face trying to get whatever it is off, and I would bleed because I'm just not used to them being there because they just started growing fast. But anyway, he gave me ointment stuff, so right now I'm over here all glossy. So that's the reason for the sunglasses.
And these moles just grow for no reason.
He called them. He literally called. He said, "Oh yeah, I call those black people moles."
Dang.
I told him, I said, I ain't trying to look like Morgan Freeman about the face.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman should have been got that.
But that's like, I guess, apparently, with black people, especially older black people, a lot of times, we develop moles like around our eyes and face and stuff as we age. It's normal. It happens. Like Angel has some, but hers weren't 3D like mine were. Yeah. Mine were like 3D and like starting to style. I said, nah, I can't do this.
So the ones, like I have one here, but it's like under the skin.
Yeah, see, I got one here above my eyebrow. I don't care. It ain't bothering me. I can't see it.
But will he burn those off?
Yeah, it's like, zzz,
dang, okay.
And it be gone.
Good information for you men out there.
Men, women, anybody. I know some people say they freeze them off. And anywhere on your body, they freeze them. I don't know that process. He gave me he gave me a quick solution. He said, if you don't have time, we could do this, and this, but this. Or if you have time, we do a 45-minute numbing cream, and we use the thing, and that does that. So I don't know what the shorter thing was, but it wasn't no but to it. At least the not one that I listened to, because
So
I
you
still
had
had
you had a numbing cream put on.
Yeah, I had to wait in their little relaxing room. They put the numbing cream on. Feel like somebody had like clothespins on my cheeks. Like, cause all of that went numb.
Oh man, I wonder if they can do that for your hair follicles, because you know how we shave and we got those little black marks where the hair is.
That's like hair removal. They got laser hair removal.
Okay, well
I've known women to do it on actually everywhere women shave. I've known them to.
all in them cheeks.
Y'all in the cheeks, armpits,
Yeah,
in the glorious areas.
I guess that's what it is then.
Yeah, and it's it's like a laser thing. Anyway, you see how
I'm interested now. I'm like, you got moles on it and they just burnt them off.
Yeah, he like again. It was black dots all over my face, and then I kept using the ointment. And then one day I just like got annoyed, so I just like, because I can't use a rag on my face right now. He said just wash and use your hands.
Okay.
Or whatever, but I just started like rubbing hard, and the black thing started coming off. I said, "Oh, okay." So I just started rubbing until they were gone. I probably did something prematurely, but
Crazy.
yeah.
Wow.
You want to get anything off your chest?
Nah.
I do.
Oh yes, I do.
What?
I do. I don't want to keep on talking about this man like this, but Fat Joe.
Hold on, let me get something off my.
Oh,
we don't went on this damn gas.
Price of gas?
Man.
Oh, I ain't even paid.
Oh my, you ain't been back in LA long. Wait to go fill up your car, see what happened.
What's the price? What is
It's
it?
$7 a gallon.
Really?
Yes.
$7.
I
We were just in Texas,
trying my
and
best
it
not
was
to just-
$3.69.
My
Why
mom,
is it so much here?
it spiked up this week.
There's not a shortage of.
It ain't no
gas.
damn shortage of gas. There ain't no such thing.
For
It's bull.
be at $3.69.
When we was in Texas 3 weeks ago, it was $2-something. $2.75. I saw a station headed for $2.75.
What?
Man, it came out. I was literally driving. I did a post on it. It was like that's literally what happened. I'm driving and I look. I said, "What the hell?"
I know what it is, man. California. No. California is banning gas vehicles, so they probably are like, we gonna run this thing up.
They ain't gotta run gas up to ban gas vehicles.
But I'm quite sure when they ban gas vehicles, they're gonna stop selling.
They're
gas
banning.
vehicles.
They're banning the sale of new gas
new ones.
vehicles.
So sale to sale, person to person, you gonna keep doing it.
Right. Even
But
like
if
CarMax and stuff, they'll still sell them.
If gas is $10 a gallon,
You ain't gonna want to.
you going Tesla or whatever electric car you trying to get. Because I'm thinking the next car I do get is gonna be an electric truck. It's not gonna be a gas powered vehicle. Because of that reason.
Yeah, definitely. No, when I went to the LA car show last year, was it this year? Was it this year? Well, yeah. Because I called you. I went to the LA car show. Ford has, and I imagine that other companies will start doing this too. They had on display. They had I think it was like a '72 F100 pickup, like the old school, but it was electric, and it was dope. I saw you a picture of it. It was fire. It was electric, but they got this package where you can convert any vehicle to electric.
Oh dang!
It's like a model. You got it for cars and trucks, and it's basically like a platform that you put it on, and it makes the vehicle electric. So they'll go in wherever you go, remove transmission, engine, all of that, fix all that up, make you can pretty much make any vehicle electric. I don't know how much. I don't know the price, where they are with that concept, but that was like one of their selling points of why they had that trucks in there. Now I know Ford doing it, other vehicles gonna start doing it too.
Yeah.
But that'd be dope. Like me, I like my truck. I like the interior. It ain't all plain looking like most electric cars. If I could change it over to electric, I would do that.
I think electric is the future, but it's gonna be.
They're gonna figure out a way to tax it.
Oh yeah,
because it's fuel. They're gonna figure out a way to tax anytime that you are using electricity to power up your vehicle, because the government inevitably losing money.
Yeah,
they're gonna tax it some kind of way.
Or the batteries in the car are going to be only good for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, you're going to have to buy, finance it or something.
$10,000 more. Because it's going to be the price
subscription. It's going to be a subscription to run your goddamn vehicle.
Yeah, a lease.
Ain't that some bullshit?
You going to be forced to lease your car.
To lease your car after you pay for it.
Yeah.
You got to get, BMW, I think they had to remove it because so many people complained, but they made, all their features in the BMW, and they made the heated seats and other components in the vehicle basically like subscription based. Like you had to pay monthly in order to have your heated seats work. And
how would they cut it off?
Electronically. Same way they do all these new cars, like electric car, like Tesla. The fact that you could hack into a Tesla or Tesla could hack into it and give you more mileage.
Dang. You know what? Mel, my wife is into car chases. This electric
she
stuff.
do be. She be texting the group like, hey, y'all, they in our area right now. Listen for the sirens.
Hey, with the electric cars taking over, there are going to be no more car chases, which is not a bad thing. But, I mean, if they can shut down the vehicle.
Hackers.
That'd be great. And you'll be great. A hacker from his computer driving a car.
It's a video game. He playing Grand Theft Auto. Because, they got cameras all over.
Yeah, they do. And if he can't see it, the helicopter showing him the way.
So now he know when to turn left and right.
This is endless. You can come.
It really is. But what's crazy is BMW tried to justify it by saying, a lot of people, maybe they buy a car and they don't want heated seats. They don't have to pay for it. But if they want it, they can start paying for it. But I'm like, BS. If the feature is on my car, I want to use it at my discretion. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to.
Folks out here dirty, man.
They dirty.
For your heated seats.
That wasn't the only thing.
But that was radio situation. But for
basically, that's what they were treating the features like. Like, oh, you want self-driving or not self-driving, but like lane assist and all that where it keeps you in the lines, you got to pay for it.
And I don't think I like somebody being able to hack my car.
That's what I don't like. Like, it was neat. So they had I don't know what national, maybe it was the Houston hurricane. One of those hurricanes that happened real bad, maybe one in Florida, maybe even Louisiana, where people were trying to flee the area, and Tesla was able to go in and electronically give people more range to get out of the area, which is great. However, more battery range.
Really?
Electronically, they could go in and give them a higher limit.
Release more power from the battery.
Yeah. I'm like, why? That was great that they were able to do that, but then people should have been able to do that if their car was capable of it any goddamn way.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to get out of here, and I got the car. Hey, man, give me 5 more percent.
Give me another 30 miles. All right? I can see the wave from here.
Now y'all wonder why I be on this conspiracy theory stuff. Because now you're going to be able to sit at your house. You're going to be sitting at home. Just say the government's out to get you.
Tesla's not owned by the government.
No, they ain't going to be owned by somebody. The government talked to Tesla. Tesla like, all right, we got him. We just going to drive his car without you in it. We're going to drive him to a murder scene and drive him back. Where were you, Mr. Goose? Man, I was asleep.
Well, we got your vehicle
car right here. On camera. They got.
Look, your car winked at us. Look.
And you did a hit and run. Look at this. You just running into cars when you're drunk.
Yeah, it is like, to me, what they do with some of the technology with vehicles. Y'all know I'm an old school fan. I love old school cars. That's why ain't nothing you can do with that if you ain't behind the wheel.
Yeah, it's about to be dangerous.
Even my truck, man, ain't either one of our vehicles. You can't do nothing with it if you ain't behind the wheel. But yeah, it's a little too much control on the conspiracy theory thing. I ain't going into this with you. I did get a telescope.
Oh, I saw that.
When Jupiter you can see Saturn through my telescope, and you can see the rings around Saturn. I want you to come over and see it. Yeah, it's dope. That was being able to see Jupiter was dope because you could literally see like the storms, like the bands in it, and the moons around it. But being able to see Saturn, that was worth every penny I spent. I said I ain't gotta look at nothing else through this goddamn thing.
I went outside, man. I can't lie. and I looked up and I saw that star.
It was dope. Yeah. You know what's crazy is
pretty bright.
I've seen pictures in other states because out here we in California.
And I started seeing it flickering like it was a bulb.
That's the gases traveling through the atmosphere. Anyway.
Okay.
Why? I ain't going into it. I saw pictures of that other people posted at different states. So out here in California, LA particularly, where we at, there's a lot of light pollution. So the pictures I was seeing of people post with their phones, it was ridiculous of how clear it was.
Yeah, okay.
I wish I could have seen it out like somewhere where there was no light pollution because I could only imagine what it looked like.
Because usually around my house, you can't see any stars. But that star was really bright through the pollution. But then when we went to the desert, what was that, Ryan?
No, you went to Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree. I said Ryan. Joshua Tree. Man, the sky was so clear.
Yeah, you see everything.
See everything. So I can only imagine if that star was that close when we was out there that night. Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, the pictures cool. I saw, even the moons of Jupiter were big in the picture. Like if somebody
moons of Jupiter, so they're orbiting Jupiter.
Yeah. What? So if you went out that night, it's a little darker, I think, where I was compared to you, but you could see like at any given time you could see 3 of the moons. So the ones that I saw, the picture I saw online, like even the moons were big and bright, which I wish I definitely could have seen that, but I didn't.
That's what's up. Yeah. I need to see whatever you took pictures of, or could you take pictures?
I tried, so I ordered this.
Put the phone inside.
I ordered this apparatus that straps onto the telescope, and you can look through your phone.
Oh dang!
And it was complete bullshit. So I was able to get like a faint picture of Saturn. And Angel saw it through the telescope, but then when I finally was able, because I didn't spend thousands of dollars on a telescope. It was like almost $300. So just like touching it like that, the image shakes because it's so sensitive.
Oh, nice.
Because you magnify so much. So I'm out there trying to hold my phone and not touch the telescope and get the camera just right. So the picture I showed Angel, she just busted out laughing. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
She just busted out laughing. She said, "You couldn't do no better." I said, "No," because Saturn is so far away, and by the time you zoomed in that much, you see it's moving. So you got to constantly move the telescope, and then all right, I got it. Then you bump the telescope, and it's out of focus. It's like, God dang it. But it's definitely worth seeing, and I'd want to show everybody, all my friends. I think
to ease my mind from thinking that it's all just a sham, I would need to have a telescope strong enough for me to be like, okay, I don't see any electric wires,
Goose,
any plugs.
Why would hell with the government? Why would I go spend that kind of money just to lie to a from Georgia?
You're not lying to me. You're not.
To make sure that it ain't like a hoax.
Yeah, you saying what you saw. You saying what you saw. Shoot, you ain't lying. You know what I'm saying?
Lies
you saw what you saw. I need to make sure there ain't no fuse box up there.
You see General Electric on the side.
or somebody realized we looking. Get back.
You look through the telescope, somebody looking back.
He's still looking. Hey,
I need damn.
Yeah, man. I need
man,
to know.
Talk about this food, man.
Okay, so.
Shoot. I'm glad we back, man.
Yeah. Was it last podcast?
So 2
weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
We were talking about.
I'm sorry. You look through a telescope. You see a little dude on the end. Look. Oh, shoot.
God damn, you done blew it, man.
I've been like, Angel, man, this little dude living in my telescope.
That's when they got to hit the radio. We got to take one out. I
know. Like, me just laying with a gunshot wound in my shoulder in the backyard.
So you seen a little man
on man. Holding Saturn up.
That's what it is. All that.
Yeah, it really is beautiful though, man. I was shocked. I seen it on with my daddy's telescope, and he got one like size of this barrel, like the lens is big. Nice. So when I got my little one, I was like, I ain't gonna be able to see it, but I'm gonna try. And I was like, oh, it's right there. But anyway, go ahead.
All right. 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Fat Joe.
He's so stupid.
Yeah, we were talking about Fat Joe.
Yeah.
And Fat Joe was saying it's okay to steal and rob from people as long as you don't kill them. I'm saying that because P&B Rock was robbed.
Oh, yeah, that ain't funny.
And, and his life was taken.
Right.
So, Fat Joe, I was about to say Joe Budden. Fat Joe.
This is what I'm laughing about.
Yeah. Fat Joe was like.
Who was he on? What was
he was on Charlamagne's podcast.
The first time. And this time he was on a different
Breakfast Club. Charlamagne got his own.
Oh, he ain't on Breakfast Club no more.
I don't know. I think they're ending the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
But I think Charlamagne's still on until they end it. I'm not sure. I ain't watched the whole little situation. But first he said, I'm mad that they killed P&B Rock. You can rob the person. It's okay. Just don't kill him. So everybody's like, oh, okay. And then he's like, no, serious. I used to rob people. It's okay. If I catch you slipping, I catch you slipping. Basically, that's what he said. If you catch somebody slipping, you good. Just don't kill them. Yeah. So now, this man on the Breakfast Club with the audacity talking about his accountants are stealing from him, complaining about it.
That they robbed him.
Like somebody should give a damn. They didn't kill
like
you.
What, Goose?
They ain't kill you.
Yeah.
Hey, you got.
You got robbed. What's crazy is they legally robbing from him.
I used to do it. It's okay.
You ain't do it like that.
No.
They went to school to rob you.
Oh. So now he on Breakfast Club talking about, I'm looking at my bills. I'm paying somebody's school tuition. Or I'm paying somebody's this. I'm paying, and I ain't even know it. And it's like, you condone that. There you go, Playboy.
So the better you doing it, you getting robbed for the better good. He paying somebody through school.
He's paying somebody to rob him though, because he's paying the accountant.
I didn't even think about that.
Money from him.
Yeah, dude that robbed you on the street, he just robbed you.
Yeah, he got you for what he got.
Paying the
for.
dude to rob you.
Oh, yeah.
You paying him twice.
Yep.
That's
so be careful what you say, man.
That's 200% commission.
This is hilarious.
But the part that I heard you saying, he was saying that a lot of people use that accountant.
Oh, yeah.
But he don't want to put his name out. I'm like, if my accountant's doing me dirty, I'm putting his name on blast. If Goose is using him, he gonna know. If Kev using Angel, everybody about to know that this dude is dirty.
I don't know if I think he was saying he didn't want to put the other celebrities out there.
Oh, I see.
That were getting stolen from. But I didn't hear him say the accountant or the firm. That was.
I would definitely. I would know.
I would have put all that out there. But that's him.
Yeah.
Not snitching, I guess, because
you don't snitch. Yeah, that's a fact. Snitches get stitches. I ain't saying who.
But they stole millions from me and my celebrity friends. Yeah, that's what I had to get off my chest. This man, you can't make this up, man. You can't make it up.
Who was the accountant said yesterday's price is not today.
Another one.
Yeah.
He done getting all of them. All them celebs like, yep, we got him. Y'all don't be checking y'all books or nothing. Well, I guess if you making stupid money
Thing is, what's scary about that, they always say the accountant and the IT person is the most dangerous people in any business because they know everything about everything.
Oh, yeah.
But what's crazy?
Got all the passwords.
All the passwords, all the know-how. People running a company, unless you running an IT company, you don't know half the stuff that they know how to do or half the stuff that they doing. They just come at you. You know everything's running smooth. Here's your bill. All right. You got to pay us one way or another.
True. I can imagine. He pays people to look out for that stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say is what's scary about that is you have a business manager or accountant that is their sole purpose is there to look after everything that you might, slip through the cracks. A lot of people pay them a percentage of their income because that's their job is to go through, cross the T's, dot the I's, cut through the red tape, whatever it needs to be. So if that person is robbing you, especially if they're purposefully doing it, it's probably gonna be hard for you to catch because that's their profession.
That's true. Yeah, you ain't tripping until the IRS come to you.
Right.
And by the time that happens, shoot.
And that was, who was that? Steve Harvey?
Yep.
20 million or something like that?
Yeah, they ain't paid it. They didn't pay the taxes, but said they paid the taxes.
Boy, a hit is a lot cheaper.
That's
I'm trying to tell you.
That's why Kev be trying to hire family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Usually,
I was going to,
usually family don't steal from you like that. Cause
Kev, I got my Texas instrument here. Give me all your numbers. I take care of it.
Shoot, but now this ain't right. I'm just saying this man got the nerve to be complaining about somebody stealing from him, and he just said stealing is okay.
They caught you slipping, man.
Woo.
Yeah,
I know. And when these accountants do it, they just don't be 10,000, 20,000. They be taking millions. Man.
Yeah, but thing is, what's crazy is they take, especially for somebody like Fat Joe got that much money, they could do it in small increments and small enough to where you would never ever know.
That's true.
Like I don't know his situation, how much they was taking, but usually if they're doing it to be crooked, that's how they do it.
Yeah, cause shoot. Extra 5 racks a month.
Yeah, for something like him.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money in the long run.
In the long run, but somebody like him, 5 racks ain't.
Yeah, you take 5 racks from me a month, I'm gonna know real quick. I'm gonna know the first hour of the first day of the month. It's like,
hit my phone. Yeah, change that 5.
Yeah, I go put gas in my truck. What you mean decline? Man,
I'm coming to the accountant's house.
Yeah, I'm showing up. That's gonna be even more expensive because I'm gonna have lawyer fees, court fees.
You gotta go
charges.
calm though and be like, look, I know
this is gonna start off calm.
I know it's you, man. Just put the money back. Let's just put the money back.
It's gonna start off calm.
Like what you talking about, Tank?
Yeah, as soon as that oblivious thing happens, I don't understand. That's when it's gonna go. It's gonna. You talking about 0 to 100?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, look, Edward, I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Yeah.
Your service has been great. You've looked out. I've trusted you this whole time. What I am gonna need you to do, and then we can sever this relationship, is I need you to put everything back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking for interest just yet. Mark.
I know, man. I bet them dudes be like,
all I need to hear is no problem. My apologies. Cool. Then I'll walk away.
Oh, and then Fat Joe was talking about how these guys, these accountants that he had, were like family. Like they had family events, and the accountants would be there.
That's what's crazy,
man. Kids would have birthdays, and the family. And the accountants would be there. So you wouldn't think,
right?
They would do.
You got your full trust.
Yeah.
And that's why it always helps to know as much as you can.
Yeah.
Just know as much as you can and watch over everything regardless. Like you working on stuff, I'm working on stuff, and it's like anytime you go pull in another professional to help you out with something, because you can't do everything yourself.
Yep.
You can do very little yourself if you doing, conducting business and all that. You need professionals to look over certain things, but that's the one part is like I always get nervous about, signing a contract with somebody or hiring somebody. I had to get a trademark attorney, and I'm scanning through that invoice. It's just the invoice for the trademark stuff, but I'm still like, is he charging me what he said he was going to charge? He is. He's being fair, but I'm like, all right. I think I'm good.
Man,
but you got to hire somebody to look over the stuff that you hire people for.
Yeah. And that's what Fat Joe was saying. He was like, I have an account. Now I have CPA something that checks everything behind.
That's what I was about to say. It's best to get, just from my experience, to get a third party that has no stake in that. Like you hire them to look at this because they now don't have access to it, but if they catch mistakes, they can prove their worth.
That problem alone lets you know that phrase, more money, more problems.
Oh yeah,
is totally true. Just from that aspect, not even thinking about all the other stuff.
Yeah,
but
just
the more money you got, the more people got to manage it, and then the more people got to manage the people that manage it.
Yeah,
crazy.
I want all them problems. I want every single last one of them.
Every one of them problems. How much is it? I got it. Hey, it's better than what I'm at now. Got it.
Yeah, I'm whining about this gas, but I'm blessed because I filled my truck up.
Say, I want every one of them problems. Since we talking about problems,
let's
talk about divorce. Divorce.
It seems. I don't know. It seems because it's in with celebrities and in the news. It seems like it's at an all-time high. Mm-hmm. Statistically, it may be. I don't know. But these celebrities is parting ways swiftly.
Well, the numbers say that divorce will end. It's a 50-50 situation. So 50% of divorces,
marriages.
50% of marriages will end in divorce. I looked up this darn thing.
I guess the other 50% is death, ain't it?
I don't know.
I would assume. Ain't no other way to get out of a marriage unless you divorce.
No, will end in divorce. 50% of marriages will end in divorce, and you said the other 50 will die married.
Yeah,
what you saying?
Yeah.
This man here in depth. Hold on. Gaming? No, that ain't what I'm looking at. Okay, here we go. So, 43% of marriages end because there's just a lack of commitment, incompatibility. Folks just ain't with it anymore. And then 28% is infidelity, cheating. 22% money. 5.8% is domestic violence. People can't keep their hands to themselves. And 1.2% is communication issues. I honestly think
communication covers all of that.
It does. I think 43% would be infidelity, and then the money would come up to be the 28%. I think the lack of commitment, I think that covers I don't think that's a category, just lack of commitment. Oh, man.
Yeah, that ain't.
This ain't.
Yeah, they didn't get divorced because of lack of commitment. They got divorced because of what happened because of lack of commitment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's not a good chart. I think most people, and my opinion matters, so I'm just let you know. Like, who is this guy to tell me?
My opinion matters. Yeah.
But no, I think money and sex.
I thought money was a higher category than that in divorce.
That's what this chart just.
I might not be. Yeah, I thought money was like higher than what most people thought it was. Because what's that big green one? What was the biggest one?
The big green one is infidelity.
Infidelity?
Yeah. I think this lack of commitment, that 43%, let's just say 45%, is, I think, infidelity. Mm-hmm. And then the rest would be money and sex.
Yeah. Money, sex, communication.
Yeah. All of that goes
infidelity. But go ahead, get into them people.
Oh, man. So what's his name? Tom Brady. He's getting a divorce.
I thought she was leaving him because he unretired or something. He said, I'm going back to work. She said, well, I'm going back to screwing around.
Hey, one of the reasons they're giving is because he didn't retire and he's not spending as much time with his family.
How long he been playing?
I don't know. I think 12. Is it 12 or 15? Anyway, the man is worth millions. It's a football season. I don't play football. I don't know how long he's gone.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I know the football season is not very long. Not sure what he does after the football season. That might be the issue. But
yeah, well,
football players get to see their families more often than military guys that get deployed for years overseas.
Yeah.
And, you don't see nobody.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Tripping on them.
I think the difference is having an expectation of like we see the football that we see. We don't see practice. We don't see, Tom Brady. He's a goddamn superstar in football. So we don't see the other stuff, business that comes along with playing football. Mm-hmm. We only see the games on, on Sunday and Monday. So the season is probably a lot longer than what we see. True. I would assume.
I would assume that too.
But to your point with the military, when I say there's an expectation as far as football, if she was expecting this man to, all right, now going from I don't know, let's say he's busy 6 months out of the year. Now that's going to end. You only going to be busy 4 months out of the year, 3-4 months out of the year. Now you going back to 6 after you done already. I'm only imagining the conversation that happened in the house. Like, what you mean? You going? That's like, oh yeah, baby, I ain't going on tour with him no more. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going back on tour with him next year or this year.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And then if tour wasn't just going out and coming back, it's like, oh, well, I got come do the merch. I got to do this, do that. So, like I said, we seeing you gone 3 days out of the week when really you gone 5 out of the 7.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, I don't know.
That is,
I could see somebody like any other job. You saying you gonna retire, and then like my mom, she just went back to work because she retired. Shit, mama's ass didn't last 3 months. She went back to work talking about she got a lifestyle she got to live.
Yeah.
She need the money, but I'm like, what you mean you going back? I'm over here mad about it. I don't even live in the same state. But I'm like, what you mean you going back to work? But yeah, she want to keep moving and stuff, moving and grooving. So I can only imagine him breaking that promise to her, I guess. I don't know.
I think I would assume that is one of the top issues.
Yeah, that was the only article I saw.
Yeah. And I mean, there's no other, well, I don't see any other issues other than that, but obviously it could be anything.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
They could be going
never know football. Yeah.
But to have in your mind, like you said, cool, he ain't playing this season. Mm-hmm. Or, for example, like you said, touring. I'm going on tour with Kev. Now, that takes me away 4 days out the week, usually. But some days there's layovers. Yeah. There's shows that are added. So we might be scheduled to come home Sunday, and I end up coming home Tuesday. But then we end up flying out Thursday morning.
Because the previous date has nothing to do with the next date.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, man, for that to happen, it's hard. But I don't think it's no divorce, like, bye, get out of my life type situation. Because to be honest, even if the man is getting older, he can't play another. Well,
he get one good hit.
Yeah.
He gonna be like, you know what? You know what, babe? Hey, I'm coming home.
That's another thing. CTE, that condition.
Concussion.
Yeah, those concussions football players get. And today, was it today or yesterday? Cincinnati. It might have been the Bengals. But anyway, there was a quarterback that got a concussion. Mm-hmm. He ran off the field. Then they let him back in. Then he got knocked out again.
So twice in one game.
And
it was already proven that he had a concussion?
I mean, the way he was curled up and the way he was.
So somebody getting fired.
Yeah. So
one of them trainers or doctors.
That also happened. So his wife could be like, look, man, you old.
I can only imagine the injuries he comes home. Any football player comes home with on a weekly basis.
Getting hit by them big dudes like
you being incapacitated until the next game, you icing and all that. That's a lot.
So, I still don't think.
I didn't even play. I played with my cousins out in the field. And they was all big. I was the youngest. They was all bigger than me. And I went home hurt every goddamn day.
I ain't like playing that throw it up tackle.
No, No, we played because they all played in school. So when we was in summers, when I was staying out at my granny's house, that's all we did was play football out in the field. Yeah. And I'm telling them fools did not care that I was younger and smaller.
And I'm quite sure these NFL players don't
headaches. Like, oh my God. Constant headaches, bruised. But it was fun at the same time. I don't know.
That's probably what he think, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Probably,
you gotta love it.
Yeah.
You would have to.
Tom Brady is one of the GOATs in his position. So,
unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm not a fan.
I still hate this man for beating the Falcons that year we made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah. That's the worst thing ever. But anyway, I could see that his wife could be irritated about it. But I don't find that as a good enough reason to, split up the family.
Nah, I mean, I agree, but we also on the outside looking in.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then you got Tia. What's her last name? Maury?
Yeah. Maury.
Tia
Maury.
Tia
Maury. Let me see
and Corey Hardy.
Yeah, Maury.
Tia and Tamara, them girls. But I don't know why they getting a divorce. I never really kept up.
Oh, you never know, man. He's an actor, right?
Yeah, he's an actor. Mm-hmm. He's an actor as well.
Yeah. You know what?
I haven't seen him in much.
I didn't even know they was married. I knew she was married. I didn't know it was to him. Now that I see his face. I don't be keeping up with people.
Oh, I'm the same way. The only reason,
why are we doing this?
The only reason I knew he was married to her was because I think Tia plays in that Netflix show. My wife helped that bring that show to Netflix. Well, not help bring it, but she did some executive work on it. And we went to Netflix and saw it live a couple of times, and he was there. And that's when I found out he was married to Tia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
don't know.
Show that was on Netflix.
It was the most awkward situation recently. Megan Good, she got divorced, right?
Oh, I know
she's been divorced though.
That
was
but that was this year though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so they brought her up. I don't know, Angel, and I don't know, was it Victory? I don't know. They brought up. I think they said his name. Yeah, they said his name or whatever, and I was like, who? And they said, I said, oh yeah, Megan Good's ex-husband. They was like, I was like, oh yeah, they are divorced, ain't they? And that was just me having the realization that they were divorced. Cause I was like, oh yeah, cause we met her that night. Y'all was there with me
at the restaurant.
Yeah, the restaurant. She like walked up and hugged both of us, and Tom like, she's nice, right? And I was like, oh, and I was just trying to get them to remember how I remember, but it was just awkward. So they both looking at me like, so why you so excited? I said, no, forget it. Like, I just had no choice but to look wrong in that moment. Because, like, what am I going to go look for Megan? Like, what was the point? Like, I was just saying, it wasn't no explaining. She was nice, yeah.
Man, I wish I would have got a hug, too.
Hey.
No, I mean, no, I didn't. Yeah.
I'm trying to Nah, she is nice though. You get shocked by celebrities like that are very down to earth and nice.
Yeah, and that you literally know who they are, their work.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Like another one. I ain't gonna say her name out loud because I know people that know her.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely nice.
Yes.
Like, what's up, baby? Like, mad cool, nice. Her and her husband.
Ain't none of them got anything on my wife, though.
No, I ain't say they had anything on your wife or mine.
I was just saying.
I'm just saying they nice. First of all, Melanie ain't nice.
She ain't nice to you. Look, get off my wife.
I'm talking about people that are nice.
Leonardo DiCaprio and
who he married to?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even.
He's married.
Yeah, you remember they was in the court and she was beating on him.
No, crying. That's that ain't Leonardo.
Who was that?
That's Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow. Yeah.
Johnny Depp. Yeah, it's black people. It's the same white dude though. He's getting divorced.
Yeah.
How long he been married? He ain't been married that long. Leonardo, hold on.
And then what's his name? Miguel and his wife.
Oh, the R&B singer.
Yeah.
I ain't know I don't know nothing about these people. Yeah. I didn't know Leonardo DiCaprio was married.
Well, my purpose of bringing divorce up, obviously we don't know these people, but
Jack Sparrow.
That's the problem.
Over in court getting abused by his wife.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Playboy.
He's the one. Oh yeah, her attorneys. I was watching that trial too. Her attorneys was looking awful, boy.
What?
Oh my God, they was ripping them. Even the judge was mad at them. They just didn't have a good case. She seemed like she a little off though. Like
she probably is.
I'm trying to see who else is on here.
Yeah, go ahead, have fun with it.
Sylvester Stallone and Jennifer. I don't know her. They went to the same plastic surgeon. I'm sorry, it was wrong. I'm sorry. I don't know these people.
Reason I brought up divorce is because obviously it happens at such a high rate these days. But well, I might not even have to say it's okay because obviously people are getting it done. Going through with divorce. But divorce is people. It's okay if you want to end your marriage, end a relationship.
Love is Blind too. They getting divorced.
Let me see. Which one is that?
Does Melanie know this?
I don't know. You might want to keep.
Hold on. Let me read and make sure. Go ahead,
They
Goose.
might just be having pictures up. But if you want to end a marriage, a relationship, you can. Don't feel like you are stuck in this relationship for any reason, even for kids, because I know a lot of us get married and stay in marriages because of our children, which is a good reason. But, if you're not sane or mentally healthy, raising your kids or in your marriage that you want to get out of, it's not going to benefit you in any type of way.
Yeah, you are the priority.
Yeah, you are
not your kids, not your spouse.
Mm-hmm. And
the kids will survive.
I know that most of us stay married because of religion purposes, and we don't believe in that.
A lot of church folk
bad in church.
Look, God allowed it.
Yeah,
it's in the Bible. He didn't agree with it, but he allowed it.
God
go ahead. I want
to
we gonna
okay.
we gonna get on these church folk.
10 folk.
No, that would be messed up. Why these they look down on me and my wife been married, me and pastor been married for this long and blah blah, and then both y'all out there being dirty.
Yeah,
that don't mean it's
right.
All
the time.
Yeah,
this pastor.
I'd rather be single and clean than married and dirty.
Yeah, all day. But you see it all the time with these celebrities, preachers, counselors, or that person that's giving you some information on your relationship, and they doing all type of stuff in their relationship. So you got to make sure you're good mentally first. Mentally, if you can't, you walk into your house and you get down and you can't stand this person, I don't think you should be with that person. Like
these damn Kardashians. Khloe Kardashian, nearly 2 months after the news broke about the Kardashian star relationship with a private investor, I guess informed us and confirmed their split in August. It's just a picture of her.
Oh, it's old girl. Khloe.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Hold up. Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson weren't married.
Who? Let me see.
They were just dating, wasn't they?
I don't know. She done had
98 husbands in the past month.
About 2 years. She get married. She don't get past 2 years. I don't know how long she was married to Kanye, but they had enough time to have the kids though. But anyway, don't be afraid to end relationships.
How legitimate is this article?
I don't know, man.
Neo?
We know that. I know that happened. He was cheating on this old lady like he want to know tomorrow.
I thought he was just caught. They split up. I know we talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, for their, okay.
She said she was done with it.
Right.
Yeah. Cause he around here getting this little thing, dipping it off in the dip sauce.
The dip sauce?
The dip sauce. But women, I know for a fact, well, I don't know for a fact, but women, it's scary usually for the young lady because financially, usually the man is taking care of the woman, and it's like, dang, if I leave, I won't be taken care of, or I don't have a way to make money, or I've depended on this person my whole life. So how am I supposed to move without this person? That's a risk, man. You just gonna have to take for your sanity. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a marriage where you're a domestic violence situation. Come on, you got to go.
Yeah, you definitely got to go. If you ain't got no family to go over and handle that food.
Yeah, that's life threatening.
Married at first sight, we knew they wasn't gonna make it.
Money and sex, you know, you just got to work that out however you want to work it out. I don't know what you can put up with money wise, but the man isn't contributing, or he doesn't know how to manage it properly, like a gambler that's just throwing away paper, then that might, you might have to just get gone for that. What you about to say?
I'm going to have to check the legitimacy of this article. Joe Coy and Chelsea Handler?
I'm telling you, I'm the same way you are. I don't even
I know who these two people are. I had no idea they were together.
The comedian. Yeah.
Him and Chelsea Handler? Man, let me Google this real quick. Yeah, we, like, growing up, we saw people wouldn't stay in relationships nearly as long as they did back then as they do today. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because women weren't able to get jobs, work as much as men, get trades, learn as much as men. So they had to stay at the house, and was basically, forced to stay, because that's how society made everything out to be. But now, man, you ain't got to worry about none of that. Get gone if you need to get gone. Don't worry about your religion or any other person's belief. I think divorce is okay, and obviously, all these people do too.
Yeah, no, it's definitely necessary. I know what's crazy is the people that I know in my personal life that have gotten a divorce, it came long after it actually should have happened. By the time they come to that of we getting a divorce, and people should have been divorced years ago. Like, because usually when it comes to that, it's only, let me think. I think there's only one I've seen where it was like, oh, that was actually like a very peaceful, like, you know what, we are a lot better apart, not in a relationship. And then people are now like really close friends. They got a family, get along well together.
That's just one of many. Like, I was looking for the wedding photos, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, I had no idea.
Me neither.
They had to only be together for like 9 months or something. Because didn't nobody know that. They're like they work better apart of outside of a relationship of being married. Sometimes that's necessary, but again, if you're not happy, if y'all have worked on communication and worked on your internal happiness and with each other, if it ain't working, then you need to get out. Again, I know like I said, the divorces I've seen happened way too late. It's like, why did y'all even try to make this work? Yeah. Like, y'all making it work only made it worse, it seems. That's the ones I've seen. It was like, so we calling it quits. Good. We have all been trying to get y'all to call it quits.
And it's crazy how you can see it. Everybody can sees see it, but them.
Oh my God, it'd be like, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
But again, maybe it's a comfort thing. One, I can only imagine how hard it would be to, especially if you've been in. I know people's been married for 30 some years and got a divorce and should have gotten it at year 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's I can only imagine how comfortable you get with someone, or just the fear factor of, so what do I do now?
Yeah.
Is much more than just not dealing with the trauma or dealing with the headache of dealing with that person and that toxic situation, if it may be. But yeah, it's some, therapy, counseling, go see a professional. Don't stick in it for no goddamn religious reasons, because God allowed divorce. And we know from being in the church growing up, we have seen, even I got uncles that wasn't in the church. I can only imagine how quickly they would have been divorced. Some of my uncles. I got uncles that got kids the same age by different women. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of y'all know people like that. I know friends, family members, like my older cousin stuff. It's like, God dang, what was our uncles doing back in the day?
Getting it in.
But it's just like, it was a different time. Yeah.
I don't go as in depth as Tank does when I say things sometimes. But yes, obviously, try to make it work.
How you gonna throw shade at me?
No. I'm saying I didn't mention counseling.
Y'all
go this, y'all do this. You know.
Yeah.
I just like, hey, you want a divorce? Just get one. No. If you feel like it's something.
And yes.
Well, yeah, and yes. But let me know. No. If you feel like you want a divorce, make sure it's something you want to do by going to counseling. That could help, like, confirm something like, see, we don't click here. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Talking to other healthy couples, not your single friends,
right?
Or your single pastor that's out here doing whatever he wants to do. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna try to come from one of y'all.
Yeah. Exactly. It's happening. Some of y'all know. Man, yeah, I ain't even gonna get into it. Go to counseling. Go to counseling. Try to make it work. And if it doesn't, don't be ashamed that it isn't working.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be
That's the other part of shame.
Yeah.
People are ashamed to admit it.
Yeah. You're gonna yeah, man, this is my girlfriend. Whatever. You bring it around the family, everybody's cool. Somebody says something negative about your girl and you stick up for them. Nah, that ain't us. But the next week you like, that is us. Mm-hmm. And now you got to face that family member or that friend and be like, you were right.
Yeah.
You don't want, people don't be wanting to do that.
Yeah.
Shoot, do it. Man, you were right. Appreciate the information. It won't happen to me again.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say is a good way to nip that in the bud, not to say is 100%. Get married for the right reasons to begin with. Don't get married just because y'all been together for a long time. Don't get married just because everybody else is expecting y'all to get married.
Yep.
Don't get married just because this is what we're supposed to do and this is what pastor said and what everybody in the church thinks should happen. Get married because you love that person. Get married because that's your friend. You enjoy being with that person. Don't get married just because they look good. Guess what? Them looks is going to fade to you. You know what I'm saying?
You see the same person every day.
If that's the reason, if that's what makes you attracted to that person is because of the way they look, guess what? That's gonna fade. That's a lot of times I've seen people get married for looks. I've seen people get married because this is what's supposed to happen. This is what we're supposed to do. And the one I be hearing, pastor said, man, hell with what that pastor said. He don't know what he talking about all the time.
I be hating that. Pastors, literally, man. Just like celebrities, just like your football players, sports players, anybody that's so-called high-ranking, they're just like you.
Ain't no different.
They ain't no different. Neither one, none of them. They all going through their issues. As you can see, all these celebrities getting divorces.
Getting robbed by their accountants.
That's what I'm saying. And you would think they know better. You'd think they have a team around them to keep them sane and bonded together. But
retired and going back to work. Now she leaving. It's regular folk problems right here.
Regular folk problem. Yep. That man showing up about the best quarterback in the NFL, making all this money, getting a divorce.
And his wife leaving him. Not the other way around.
That's wild, man. Is there any hope?
Yeah.
Is there hope?
There is hope. You know what? A dude recently left a comment on me and Angel's podcast, and he said...
dude cheated on Nia Long. Like, is there hope?
Shut up, man. Let me. Dude did cheat on Neil.
Oh yeah.
This is one thing I will say about that. If a dude gonna cheat, if somebody's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. It don't matter who they with. Simple as that. It don't matter who they with. Beyonce got cheated on. Nia Long got cheated on. If that person is going to cheat, they're going to cheat. It don't matter who they with.
Halle Berry did too.
Yeah, but. Back to what I was saying on a positive note, dude was saying, he looks up to black couples and like our whole crew, and he has hope that, he will be married one day. There are Men out there looking for marriage, ladies. They still out there. He's in the comments of the last video. Go look for him. The one we put up on Wednesday. Y'all see this.
Dang. I was supposed to call my partner and get an update on his situation, but
yeah, we'll update next week.
We'll update on him next week. But divorce is okay. Don't let religion.
Here you go, recap it.
Yeah, man. I got the recap to make me feel whole. Don't let this religion thing or anybody else shame you into not getting a divorce. Because that's going to bed next to somebody every day that you don't want to be next to.
Yeah, I can only imagine the anguish.
That's terrible, man.
What's crazy is they only be. You would think that I'm against religion the way I be talking about it. I'm really not. It's just it's taught so wrong.
Oh yeah.
It's just so backwards the way they do stuff, man. In the church, I'm speaking on in terms of the black church because that's the one I have experience with. That's why I moved. Once I moved away, I was non-denominational. I stopped claiming what I grew up as because I'm like, ain't none of that in the Bible. People made that up.
One of a pastor that I know through somebody, a lady, told the girls in the church, if your husband want it, you lay down and be happy.
Yeah.
Lay down. I think it's lay down and be happy. Lay down. Yeah. Anyway, just take it. Coming from a pastor of the church. How? Man,
make sure y'all read Marriage Be Hard, Kevin Melissa's book. Make sure y'all read that book. And then y'all will see, I'm sure y'all heard a lot of the stuff, but a lot of the trauma that they had in their marriage, working out through being young and going out was all came from the church. And then, later on in life, they saw how wrong that crap was.
And then I got to deal with it with my wife because now the trauma from them, and she's like, well,
black church trauma. That's what I call it.
I didn't know I was allowed to do this, or I don't feel right doing this. And I'm like, no. We can flip it. We can turn it.
We can rub it down. Oh, no. Anyway, fam, we're going to get on up out of here. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed this episode. We glad to be back. Again, this is Let Us Tell It. I'm one of your hosts, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Marcus on the Gram, Facebook at Marcus on the Book, TikTok at Tank Don't Talk, and you can find my beard and body butter called Man Shit. That's MANSHYT. You can go to manshit.com. And check that out. Goose, go on, let them know.
You can catch your boy on IG at GOOLZBY, on YouTube, Building with Goose, and you can buy my merch, crew necks, at underreptmerch.com. It's getting cold. Gonna catch you one. You know what I'm talking about? What's up?
Oh, that's original, underrepresented. I was like,
oh yeah, this is one of the
Goose got his breast out.
Yeah. I've been doing this, man. I've been trying to get back on my swollenness. You know what I'm saying?
All right, fam. Holla back at y'all. Y'all have a good one.